Hello, what's happening, everyone? William Johnson here, and we are back on bongos, another percussion lesson on bongos. And I wanted to continue the video where I spoke about playing a martillo pattern in pop, rock, CCM, worship type of context. So the martillo pattern goes like this. Or I spoke about using our thumb, because we're doing this in an unconventional way. We're taking an Afro-Cuban tradition and we are placing it within a contemporary pop rock type situation. Now, also the way that I'm counting it is different. In this video, I want to go over getting a good sound with that hammer, and then briefly how we can take this rhythm and place it within a different time signature. So the way that I was counting it was not a traditional manner of counting it as an 8th note pattern. I'm counting it as a 16th note pulse. Now, if this is the tempo, let me explain what I mean by that for those of you that are beginning. And also there's going to be some links below to help to encapsulate all this, so you can kind of review if all of this is new. So you watch the other video about this, and then you can come back to this one. All right, as well as as well as how to play the martillo or playing bongos part 1 and 2, where I go over playing this pattern, because I'm not really going to go talk about how to play the pattern as a whole in this particular video, so you can check out those. All right, so a traditional way of counting this is an 8th note pulse, right? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and it's really slow. I'm just slowing it down. If I go faster, 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. Okay, or 1 2 3 4 1 2 ready go 1 2 3 4 1. All right, but I'm not counting it that way. I'm counting this as a 1-bar phrase with a 16th note pulse. So instead of this being the tempo, I'm not going 1 and 2 and 3. I'm going da 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 da. So if that's the tempo, 2 2 2 as opposed to this. So these tips, this hammer sound lands on all of the beats. 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4, and this lands on the end of 4 instead of the 4th beat. Instead of it sounding like this, 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. Now watch where it lands. Same rhythm, counting it, feeling it different. 1 2 and 3 4 and 1 and 2 3 4 1 2 3. Oh, nowhere. 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. Now you notice that played on the end of 4, after 4, okay? A 16th note after beat 4. So the counting was different. Now, you notice all of these play on all the numbers. Now, I didn't go over a whole lot in the previous video of playing this in a pop rock context of how to get a really good sound, because it's very important with this tip and all the variations and variants of it. Now, where you place your thumb is how you're going to change that sound. This sound is a muted note. It's not an open, meaning we resonate. I'm choking the sound. I'm placing my hand in particularly, and I spoke about this in the previous video, this motion here, I'm placing that on the drum. Now this is one of the strokes of the martillo, okay? But after I come down, and it's got to be soft, it's not da 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 da. No, it's da 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 da. This is louder than the thumb, so you want da da. So you get this rocking train-like motion, right? So after I place my thumb down, I dig in just a little bit. Thumb comes down, press in just a little bit. Don't hurt yourself. Just press in a little bit and experiment Notice how this sounds different if I just lay my thumb down and hit the drum. Now I'm going to press into it a little bit. Did you hear the difference? Again, not pressing into it. Now I'm pressing into it. Now it pops a little bit more. Without, with. Without, with. Okay? Now where you place it, how far up the drum, how low the drum head, also changes the sound. If I come up higher, it's higher pitch. If I go down way here, lower pitch. Let's hear all of the variations. Okay? If I play it on this drum and it's tuned really low, so tuning has a lot to do with the way this sounds, as well as where you place it. And you want to experiment based on the sound that you want. And that's one of the beautiful things about this rhythm and playing it in a pop rock context, because what you're doing, what I'm particularly doing, is I'm marking all of the downbeats. I'm using a 16th note pulse. If this is the tempo, 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a, but all the numbers, 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a, I'm snapping the numbers with this hand, or I'll just play the drum, 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and I'm actually marking it with, and when I use the word mark, I'm saying I'm letting it be heard, right? I'm accenting it. I'm accentuating it. Like a woman putting on lipstick. She may have beautiful full lips, but when she puts on the lipstick, now it accentuates it. It accents it. Take the accent and then multiply the word accent. It pulls it out and it uses contrast. That's what we're doing, like a black pen on a white paper, okay? Now the notes, the words, the lyric can be heard, and this is the lyric, okay? So where you place that, depending on where you want the accent. You may want it higher pitch, you may want it lower pitch. The beauty of this is it depends on where the song is tuned, what type of instruments are played, and so you have to experiment with that. It's based off of your preference and your ears, all right? So for me, what's happening is, if we're playing this and the beat is something like boom, boom, ga, boom, ba, and that ga is the snare, that's like a traditional 2/4 rhythm. So the snare is landing on every second beat and every fourth beat. 1 and 2 and the 3 and the 4. 1 and the 2, 3 and the 4. So this is now accenting all the beats as if almost like a cowbell would be, or a metronome. Do da do boom boom ga boom ga boom boom ga boom. Now if I play that lightly, boom boom ga boom ga boom boom ga boom ga, and you add in what the drummer's doing on the hi-hat, this is accenting all the downbeats, right? And it just is another way of driving the song. And all of these touches are playing around what the hi-hat will be doing. And then this open tone is playing around where the kick drum will be playing as well. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom, ba, boom, 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 ba, boom. So if I'm playing on the 1 and the 3, the bass drum, 1, 2, 3, 4, boom, 4, boom, 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 boom. Now I'm playing all around it. So the drum set becomes like the clave, that rhythm, boom, 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 becomes my key. It becomes, and I'm using this martillo to drive it, to push it. It's like a train, right? And it makes me think of that old story. I think I can. It's like a train trucking, like a locomotive, right? Power going up a hill. And that's what I like every now and then, using this rhythm, okay? But to get that sound, depends on where we place our thumb, pressing down into it a little bit, and where you have the drum tuned. And that's just a couple different ways you can get more out of the rhythm. So there's a lot of other things I could talk about in using this rhythm, but I just wanted to briefly go over or expound upon a little bit of the previous video. So check that video out if you haven't already, and hopefully this video has helped out. If you glean anything from it, let me know. Let me know down in the comments below. I love interacting with all of you. And if you have any questions about this in particular, oh, I did not mention that in the previous video I had a drum track. I don't have one on this video, but I had a drum track of how I played it with the drums and the groove, right? And how I used my thumb every now and then with this, just for a different sound. Boom, cat, the boom, cat, the boom, cat. So you check out that previous video and you'll hear how it sounds with a drum track. Oh, let me mention this really quickly too, is if we're also playing a 4-4 rhythm, a 4 on the floor rhythm, where the bass drum, the kick drum, is playing on every beat. Boom, 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 boom. Well, that's where this tip is landing, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom, 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 boom. So what I'm doing is I'm now also marking the kick drum, and I'm accenting the kick drum. I'm placing my lipstick on the kick drum. It feels ridiculous for me saying that, but what I'm doing is I'm dressing it up. I'm marking it. But what really marks it and sets it apart and is the contrast of this sound with the low, the sub hit of the kick, the bass. Boom, 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 boom. You combine that with the hi-hat strokes, the shaker, and all of these touches, all in the right place, and it adds a whole nother element of drive. And there's a lot of different ways that we can use this type of rhythm, just borrowing from another tradition, making that rhythm our own, and yeah, I was gonna say camouflaging it, but just adapting it really more is a better word. Let me know if this video helps you out. Anyways, thank you for watching. God bless you all. May the Lord make his face to shine upon you. Happy New Year, and I'll see you soon.